is weird out there. We've got a segment of the market that is still selling like hotcakes. We've got buyers who are wanting to buy but cannot find anything. We've got an extremely volatile interest rate economy. So what does it all mean for you? I'm gonna tell you right here in this month's As the Market Turns with Melanie. Happy May. We got May the 4th be with you, Cinco de Mayo, Memorial Day at the end of the month, end of school. May is always an exciting time. It is also an exciting time in the real estate market. And let me tell you why. One, it is weird out there. Weird. We've got a segment of the market that is still selling like hotcakes, multiple offers. It's priced right, it looks great. The buyers are coming. We've got the ones that don't quite hit the nail on the head and are gonna sit around for a little bit. We've got buyers who are wanting to buy but cannot find anything because the inventory is extremely lacking. And we've got an extremely volatile interest rate economy right now. So what does it all mean for you? I'm gonna tell you right here, we had 14,008 total homes for sale last month in April. That's down about 300 homes over March. Generally in the spring, we see listings ramp up and an increased number of listings continuing from about February, March, April, May, June. Then it kind of levels off and we start to come back down into the fall with the number of listings and homes on the market. Well, we saw a drop over last month, which is really interesting. New listings that hit the market. We had 8,661 new listings hit the market. It's down about 1,300 new listings over last month, which is a pretty significant chunk. At pre-COVID times, we would churn about somewhere between 10,000 to 15,000 every month. And total homes on the market, when we were still kind of in a normalized market, we were around like 25 to 30 total homes on the market at that point. What's interesting is as we've got more and more buyers entering the market for the spring market, spring and summer market, when folks generally like to move, when it's convenient to them, we've got less and less listings coming on the market. So we're sitting right at 2 months of supply, which is what is continuing to keep that upward pressure on pricing. Speaking of pricing, the average sales price in Atlanta last month was $453,779. So that's down 1% year over year, but it's up about $13,000 over March. The median is at $378. That's down about 1.8% year over year. It's up about $8,000 over March. We saw a huge drop in the days on market last month, which is indicative of that spring momentum selling season. The median days on market is at 13. Average days on market is at 38. That is still a very quick moving market. Both of those numbers were down 7 days over what they were in March. Both of those numbers are also up significantly, almost double in both instances over what they were a year ago. I mentioned last month that it's really difficult to compare these numbers to what they were a year ago because early 2022 numbers were such an anomaly. But I will say that that is still a very quick moving market based on the fact that we just don't have enough supply for the still current buyer demand. Even though that demand has reduced significantly, it is still a significant demand. The percent of list price that sellers are receiving on their listings, the average last month was at 99.2%. That's up about half a percentage point over what it was in March. Like I was saying, the fact that we had such fewer listings coming on the market is creating this more and more of a demand issue where we're still having this pressure on pricing. The median was right at 100%. Right at 100%, sellers are pretty much gonna get what they list it for if they hit the nail on the head with the pricing and preparation. So that was flat over March. Overall, prices are continuing to move up We did see this kind of adjustment in the market at the end of 2022 based on rates skyrocketing. We don't continue to see that going down. What we see is that now we're continuing to move back up on more of a normal trend line. I don't have a crystal ball. None of us do. And so none of us can predict what's going to happen in the future. What I can tell you is that right now, if you're a seller or a buyer, right now is still a fantastic time to sell. Prices are great. There is still demand in the market. Buyers are willing to pay for listings that look great and are priced right. We have had multiple offers on every listing that we have put on the market this spring so far. Spending a little bit extra time in the front end before listing to make sure that you really get it right is the thing that's going to set your listing apart from the competition and get you the biggest bang for your buck. All right, so let me leave you with this little fun real estate joke. What do you call a detective who is also a real estate agent? Sherlock Holmes. Hold on.